So the Galaxy S20 just got the One UI 2.5 update that does bring quite a few new features. Although it's not quite the same as what you have with the Note 20 Ultra, but let me show you. First, there are some interesting updates to the Wi-Fi network listing. You get to know which network is fast, which was not there earlier. Also, you can now request for password from someone who's already connected to that Wi-Fi network. So you just say request password, and then the other phone just has to accept that request and the Wi-Fi gets connected. So now you don't have to ask them to repeat the password 5 times before you annoy them. The most exciting set of updates have been to the camera. First, they've introduced something called as Pro Video Mode. So if you go over to More, you can now drag and drop it outside. So now you've got access to Pro Video. It's like getting manual control for shooting videos, which is absolutely great. On the top left, you see audio levels, so you know how much audio and what volume are you recording at. You also get a histogram view, so you can enable that by tapping on that toggle on the top right corner, and now you have better access to information about the white balance and exposure levels. So that's also pretty good, and of course, you need to have that information with you to understand how to use a histogram for the best shooting scenarios. You now also get more control in terms of how you wish to record your audio. So it's default set to Omni, which means it's going to record from all sides. Front and rear are pretty self-explanatory, and if you've got a Bluetooth microphone or a USB microphone connected, you get controls for that as well. And then you can also adjust the gain levels. So if the volume's too low, you could go all the way ahead and increase the decibel gain. There's also a zoom functionality now that allows you to pan in and pan out very smoothly, without, pinching in and pinching out, which was actually not that smooth. And now you can adjust the speed by just sliding the zoom slider slowly, and then it just smoothly pans in and pans out. You now also get Pro Video settings that you can set for once, and the options there are quite a few, ranging from different aspect ratios, different resolutions, and different frames per second, all the way up to 120 FPS for FHD videos. And now you can set the duration for single take mode. So, if you're in a situation where you don't know when a certain action is going to happen, you can increase it all the way to 15 seconds. If you know it's going to be short, keep it to 5. Point being, you can now range from 5 to 15, and depending on the moment or the scenario, you can set it to that, and that's pretty good. The next big thing is Dex Wireless, which Samsung just introduced in the Galaxy Note 20, and it's already made its way to the Galaxy S20 with this One UI 2.5 update. So now you can cast your Dex experience on a nearby smart TV without any wires at all. The next update I want to talk about is for the Samsung keyboard, which I think is already feature-rich, but this one's pretty good. You can search for a YouTube video within the keyboard environment, so you don't have to go to YouTube, look for the video there, and then share it from over there. You can do it right here within the keyboard, look for the video, and then tap on it, and then the link would appear, which you can then send on whatever messaging platform you're on. It doesn't matter because the keyboard will pop open on whichever messaging platform you're on. Anyway, so this I think was pretty useful, and this is something I'm going to use quite a bit. Next, the edge panel looks a little different, and that's all. Functionally it's pretty much the same. It's just how it looks is a little different. The edges are a little sharper, smaller, the blur in the background is a little different, the text is centrally located on the screen, but yeah, nothing that really helps you a lot. Lastly, not a great one, but you can now have Bitmojis appear on the always on display. Now this is not the Bitmoji, but let's say you've created one, I've got one over here. I can now set this as my always on display image. I mean, under no circumstance I would do that, but it's an update nevertheless. So I thought I'll talk about it and let you guys know that you can now do this if you're into something like that. So I just touched upon a few important updates that the S20 got as a part of its One UI 2.5 upgrade. It's not quite the same as the One UI 2.5 on the Note 20 Ultra and even the S20 Ultra. Nevertheless, I touched upon the important ones. Let me know if I've missed anything in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.